Yeah, nah man, you know we gotta do a joint for the ladies, right? So every club worldwide, we gonna move y'all like this. Come on, bounce, bounce, bounce. Hey girl, hey girl, hey girl, hey girl, hey girl. It's Friday night when the club lines be out the door. Watch the silly.
Hey you guys, welcome to HOtt PiXX. Here we go, man. We're about to do that thing that we call rate your eye test. Your eye test is to sit back and see how images, pictures, and photos, whatever, actually affect you. You know, they're always captured at a time and a moment, but we try to bring what we call just the regular eye test. We're not the fashionistas and we're not the fashionistas. You know, you gotta have a masculine term for it. So what we do is you get the pictures, we rate them 1 to 10 based on the genre or the condition or the expectation or whatever. And today's is a little different because you guys are going to have to deal with knowing more about the past, or are you current? Because if you don't know what's happening currently, it's going to be hard for you to judge accordingly. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to have a two-part series here talking about the 15 black women who redefined fashion. And what we mean by that, you don't have to know that they were models in the fashion industry. They themselves were such trailblazers that they exacted a fashion just by their success and their presence and what they've done in their respective industries. Usually it's in sports, fashion, film, TV, whatever, music. So what we're going to do is take the first group of young ladies, 6, and all you're going to do, this is going to be easy. Usually when you go 1 to 10, you give a number. You're just going to say yes, no. Hard. You're about to get some conditions here. Some people are game changer. Did they redefine as a redefined black woman in the fashion industry related to their particular career? Mario, you all right? Because I know you did some mixing over there, right?
I think we got it.
You got it? All right, it's very simple, you guys. All we're going to do is sit back and let you roll with the first, I guess you can say, photo. Yes or no? Did they redefine or set the standard, redefining fashion as a black woman? Venus and Serena Williams. In tennis, okay? In tennis. Why you laugh?
Because of this picture you chose.
What?
She's like a mermaid.
Wait a minute.
The sun-kissed mermaid.
Okay, come on. Now, think about it now. Respective to the tennis industry, the profession, has there ever been an individual or a couple that shaped the fashion or the eye test unlike any others before Serena? If so, did they change the game, Mario? What do you think? Yes or no?
No, I think they did for tennis. It's historically, it's an area that has had fashion kind of underrepresented. Anytime anybody attempted to throw any flair into it, historically, they were kind of rebuffed.
Right.
It really took to modern times, and as far as I can think of, they have to be the number ones in tennis in fashion. To me, they actually have to be the number ones.
Right.
And even the current other women in tennis that people find so lovely, don't seem to bring fashion.
Got you.
You notice they have some, you know, like Anna, whatever her name. Kournikova, gorgeous. Right. But are they known for fashion?
Right.
No, they're just they're pretty girl athletes who will dress up on occasion.
Right.
Venus and Serena are shown that they have a whole nother feminine side that's totally tapped in, and you got to say, wow.
Yeah, because unlike the other tennis athletes, now they have Kournikova and they have a couple others that you know about.
Right.
But when it comes to a fashion statement,
they don't do that.
They don't do
Someone
the same.
else has to dress them.
Right.
These are girls. These ladies are designing and creating and marketing and running their business like we talked about earlier with Cassie.
You know what, you guys? You're going to have a tough one here because at the end of this show, you got to pick 3. And I got a funny feeling you guys are going to be saying yes to a lot of pictures. So get ready on this one because in the end of the day, it's the game changers. And Mac and of course, PMC agree. This, yes, change the game. All you guys agree. See, I don't have to give numbers on this one. This is very simple. Our next young lady up, just keep it where it's flowing. this was going to be hard or easy. Her name, Dorothy Dandridge. Did she change the game as a fashion
for black women,
or redefining as it relates to black women in
you
fashion?
had to be there. Mac knows better than I just know back looking historically. Vic,
Yeah.
I will say this.
Right.
Go look at her in some of the old videos and movies and stuff,
Yeah.
and you will go, that is one fine sister.
She was the Halle Berry before Halle Berry.
Because you don't think of it because it's so old, right? But when you see her, you go,
Right.
ooh wee.
Right.
Ooh wee, Dorothy Dandridge. Ooh wee, ooh wee. That's the high price spread.
You're right. This shot, PMC, and I love him. Max says, hell yes. He put the HELL in front of it, and of course, PMC said definitely.
Abby Lincoln was bad T's name. Now you got him coming out the box.
But see, the hard part about it is they had to spread this condition, because that's why I had to do it in 2 parts. Actually, I could have done 3. I just can't cover that many. It is so hard because you're covering old, new, and the most difficult part of this is you guys knowing who's current. Now,
Right.
So everybody agrees.
You pick great picture though.
This is it. This shot, when you say game changer, you have to
Yes.
She's going to be compared to somebody else that's going to make you think. So we get ready. We're moving on. Our next young lady, if you don't know, you know now. Name starts with an N. We simply call her Naomi Campbell. She has been known as the most physically gifted woman who did not and has not worked out. Her muscularity, along with her tone, her broadness in her shoulders, she became something so different as it relates to not only Victoria's Secret. People were going like she does nothing to her body. Did she change the game? Game changer, Mario. Oh, get ready now. See, if you don't follow it.
She came. There were a number of people who paved the way for her, though.
Right.
That's my issue.
Right.
And many of them were equally as strong a presence and striking.
Right.
So I'm going to say not a game changer.
Got you. I understand.
For Naomi. Even though I think she had great impact, to me she's actually someone who benefited by the people who were the real trailblazers who came before her.
I got you. No, it's an honesty. Like I said, it's an eye test thing.
Plus, she's the biggest bitch in the world.
And you know what? That's what adds to it. Okay, if Kim Kardashian can get away with being a certain way and
Naomi
get popular,
Campbell, she
doesn't matter.
She has a disgusting attitude.
That's okay. It's okay. Football players got it too.
Yeah, I would say the same for them. In fact, hopefully they'll meet up with one of them. She'll meet up with one of them.
Well, I'm going to follow up here. Max says no, and PMC says yes. So we're split. We got 2 no's and a yes so far on Naomi. I knew it's going to be difficult for her. If you didn't follow her, if you really followed her, she was more fashion and less in the media the way we would tend to find somebody else like Dorothy Dandridge. It's very difficult if you don't follow the fashion industry, but if you do, everybody is the praise in what she does naturally, what she's gifted with. That's basically.
But she's definitely gifted in one of the more beautiful women in the world.
Right. You know what? Mac and I agree. Grace Jones also. Probably a stronger look, not as soft, but in her younger days, if you guys go back, beautiful black woman.
But trailblazing. See, some people are more trailblazing. That's what I was saying.
Right.
You know, they were out there in the early days carving the way.
She was doing stuff to say, I went from fashion to music
Beverly
and
Johnson.
entertainment. Yeah, all of them did.
You have to say Beverly Johnson first, I think.
Maybe not.
Maybe, or maybe Yeti Man. But
maybe so. I mean, everybody goes, it's all relative to you setting a standard that others all follow. All right, we're going to go to our next young lady. You may not know her as much, but if you don't, that's okay. Her first name is LIYA. KIBEDE. And you have to understand, if you don't follow her, maybe it's just not enough information. She's huge in the business. So, the little that you see and the little that you know.
We've had her in other picks.
Oh, she's big. She's huge. Like I said, it's the part of knowing how much presence. And game changers cross over. They cross over to other areas. So, Macport Townsend already dropped and says, yes, game changer. PMC says yes, game changer. Wow. Mario.
I don't know. You know, there's been a number of African models who came, like I said, there's some that we're forgetting that kind of stepped forward, who really set a tone.
That's right.
Even coming from the same country, or at least I think, you know, she looks like she's from
Like Somalia or Ethiopia.
You know, and sometimes from the names you could tell.
Right,
Sometimes from the names you could tell what country they're from.
Right.
But you know, certainly a beautiful woman. Now I don't know if she's. I don't think she's a game changer.
Okay.
Only because of the people that went ahead of her.
Right.
And so, but definitely tops.
Tops. So Mario puts a no as a game changer. See, what we're saying is the women they're beautiful. They're beautiful. But
Well,
when you
where is
change,
Iman? Isn't Iman from? I think she's from
Ethiopia.
Ethiopian.
Yeah.
See,
So-
and Somalia, you know, they're right there next to you,
Right.
kind of.
Most of the women that come from
They're right there
that
next to
area,
each
they
other.
take advantage of, just like, you know,
The
everything becomes a
unique
trend.
look that they have in
Right.
that part of Africa.
Right.
Right there.
Right.
You know, the Ethiopians,
That's right.
Somalians, they have a certain look that's different than the other looks.
It's totally different than Nigeria,
Totally.
the Ivory Coast, the whole thing. So we do understand.
She's
that.
gorgeous. She is gorgeous.
She is hot. So we got 2 yeses, and Mario declines and says not quite a game changer.
But beautiful.
But PMC says stunning. Yes, she is stunning. All right, we're going to go over to our next young lady. Our next young lady, you should know. Her name is the Diahann Carroll. Now, you have to be careful. When you say game changer,
Look at that picture.
You got to think.
She was a game changer because she was also a pioneer.
Was she as good as Dorothy Dandridge or better?
Right on that same level.
Because they're in the same. One
Right
is
in
TV,
that- yes.
one is film.
Right at the same time, but even though they kind of crossed over, remember Diahann Carroll would be the first black woman to have a regularly occurring series on television with I was say Julia.
Right, it was Julia.
Julia.
And you remember now the conditions here are now they changed the game.
She
as it
did
relates to
change
our
the game.
fashion.
She did because okay, any black woman in those days that got recognized for beauty was already a game changer because they didn't want to recognize black women as beautiful. And so Diahann Carroll was also the style, the class. You notice how they carried themselves and spoke King's English, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's a game changer.
She's a game changer. Of course, following up with Mac and Port Townsend, all saying yes, game changers. PMC, we didn't need the missile brawl reference, man. Why you want to talk about the brawls, man? The missile brawl. That's cold. That's so cold.
You know, but women had breasts even then.
All right, you guys.
She's a good, thick and juicy one on this one.
Diahann had her moment. All right, last in this group that you're going to look at, game changer, exquisite, Iman.
Oh, see, now you know what I'm saying? That's why you played me off. Yeah. David Bowie's
And let me give you an idea.
ex-wife, or is it current wife? I think they're still married.
And I want to give you guys an idea. This is the picture after her modeling career as it related to being on top. This is a more current picture to give you the idea of how she is as she evolves with her beauty over time. Unbelievable.
That's why I call it. She was a game changer. So in other words, these are the pioneering models. Again, I gotta say Beverly Johnson. Okay. You got, because in terms of black females from America, in modeling, she's probably the one. But yeah, Iman, hats off to you, baby. Plus, anybody could put up with David Bowie. You know, as much as I like Bowie, he is one crazy character now. Yeah, and that's his woman. So
yeah. Now PMC drops. God bless you. You know, PMC drops a definite yes. You know, fine as hell. Mario saying yes. We're waiting for Mac.
He got both hands in his pockets.
I know, Mac.
He's not counting
He's getting
change.
with the Spencer Hayward. I remember all those days. And you're right, Mac. We knew about that. But David Bowie happened to be more famous. That's why. They didn't care about
That's right.
Spencer.
She sure was. I had
But nobody
forgot.
cared about it.
No, but I
Spencer.
forgot that that's a good. I care. Spencer Hayward. I remember. Yeah, Mac. Thank you, Mac. I forgot.
Yeah, no. You know how they say you only. Mark, you know what it's like? Let me say this. I had to use this relative, and it's not about marriage. It's like if Kim says, do you get known famously for being with Ray J or with Kanye?
All I know is one boring video. That's after you go watch her sex tape and Paris Hilton's. You ready? Really? That's 2 sleepers in a row.
That's wrong.
I'm sorry. I go.
Okay, now wait a minute. I'm waiting for Mac. Mac, yes or no? Iman, game changer, and then you guys are about to make a determination.
Come on, Mac.
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard right now because I can't set the conditions until Mac says, That's cool. That's cool. But no, PMC, I'm waiting for Mac. Mac is not voted. Oh, yes. We got a yes. So we got a game changer with Iman. Now, guess what, you guys? To roll over to the final competition.
That's an instant reference, by the way. I guess we're gonna,
I know, we stop it.
PMC, there. You roll over for the competition. Mac, you roll over. I'll just kind of lay here.
But PMC got his picks already. Here's the condition. It's really easy, you guys. Only 3 get taken. PMC said he has his already. 3 get taken into the final. So guess what? Let's go over the 4 that made it with what they call the universal yes across the board. So let's take it at the top, Mario. And the first universal yes was Venus and Serena Williams. Dorothy Dandridge, definite yes. And then we go all the way down to DIAHANN CARROLL. And of course, Iman. You guys have to eliminate 1. Now this is going to be interesting. Mario, you can take your time.
I'm not eliminating Iman.
Okay.
I'm not eliminating DIAHANN CARROLL. And I'm not eliminating Dorothy Dandridge. So I'm sorry, Venus and Serena, I love your attempts because it's an attempt at fashion. I'm not crazy about the fashions whatsoever. So, no, I have to eliminate them.
Okay.
It's more because I like what they're doing. I admire what they're doing. But I don't really like the fashions.
Ah, okay,
so,
okay.
No, I really haven't been liking the fashions.
Okay,
so,
all right.
But I still like them, and I applaud what they're doing.
Right. I got you. Now, PMC already dropped his choices. He already said definitely got Iman, Dorothy Dandridge, and DIAHANN CARROLL. BMC had to eliminate the same.
That's how we all owe, y'all. So we voted. PMC, you know what? Those women, a lot of those women, they were the fascinating women of our youth.
Well, but
DIAHANN CARROLL, I remember watching Julia going, damn, DIAHANN CARROLL bad.
Well, I understand that, but we got to help Mac. He only picked 1.
I think he was saying that's the one who's got to go is Venus.
Oh, Venus got it, but you got to give me your 3.
What's the 3 you want to keep, man?
Yeah, give me the 3 you want to keep.
He's going to keep the same ones we keep.
Yeah, I just want to make sure. I mean, I know you said Venus got to go. I'll do it for you. See, I like it in the chat room. I like when you type it in the chat room.
We want to hold you accountable.
There you go. When we go back and look at the information, I want to be able to look at it. But I see what he's saying. He says eliminate Venus and Serena like you. No problem.
Yeah, he said eliminate.
Yeah, just eliminate. I got it.
Out of those 3, and even though they get honorable mention, because I certainly always encourage them and support them. Okay.
We'll see about that.
I just don't like some of the fashions. Like I don't like this outfit. Either one. I'm sorry. No, I don't like them. I'm sorry.
Well, look, thanks, Mac. I mean, we have it. We know what the final is. You had Iman, Dorothy, and DIAHANN.
See, he said, I told you. I knew. I knew Mac. I know.
Yeah.
Dorothy Dandridge, man. Vic, those are wonderful choices.
Right.
You hit them.
Yeah. No, I got them. And so I wanted to let you guys know it's only the beginning. And usually I knew this group was going to deal with more legacy, but you guys are going to have to deal with some of the current ones as well too. So we're going to pick up part 2 tomorrow. Guess what? You're going to have to pick another 3. I'm out, man. My hot pick.
HOtt PiXX. HOtt
PiXX.
PiXX.
Yeah. Nah, man. You know we got to do a joint for the ladies, right? So every club worldwide, we going to move y'all like this. Come on. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Hey, girl. Hey girl, hey girl, hey girl, hey girl. It's Friday night when the club lines be out the door. Watch the silly